Welcome back to Arctic Talks. Dear audience following the Arctic Conference, I'm delighted that you're able to join us again, and we have another 15 to 20 minutes of bullet interviews before we rejoin the full plenary conference. Now, joining me today is His Excellency, the Ambassador from the Russian Federation to Norway, Teimuraz Ramishvili. You're very welcome. And I think you've been here all day. Could you share initially your thoughts on the first half of the conference?
Well, it is always a pleasure to be at Arctic Frontiers. Very well organized. The city was ready the guests to meet the guests. I think the conference started without any preparatory remarks. Mm-hmm. That means that on the one hand, there were many those who participated several times. They know what Arctic issues are, why Tromsø is the capital for 4 days for all Arctic interested people. Yes. At the same time, I think it was rather interesting to concentrate on issues which really are viable for Arctic and people living in Arctic.
Very much a focus on the population in the Arctic today, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And indigenous peoples.
Indigenous in particular,
mm-hmm.
but not only indigenous, but also other,
Indeed.
Indeed. So, for me it is quite easy to dwell on this issue because both Norwegians and Russians are those nations which really not only visit like tourists, like mm-hmm. I don't know, part-time workers, but they live here.
Yes. So you heard today, Ambassador, some of the priorities that were described, but the Russian Federation is the biggest Arctic nation by far. And if you were to share with our audience, what is the top priority that Russia identifies with regard to the Arctic?
Well, first of all, on behalf of the government, I would like to say that Russians consider that, the government considered that they owe to people who had lived in the north, in the Arctic for a long time, because they were not able to enjoy the results of the development of the region for a long period of time, for decades, and now it starts to influence their lifestyles, new businesses, not only hydrocarbons, but also other areas of activities come to the north, and we see how the life changes. Most of the places in the north were closed cities.
Yes.
Not anymore now.
Yes. It's a different story.
It's a different story. And definitely our immediate neighbors, Norwegians, are first to see because they can travel to Russia as well as Russians travel to Norway. I don't think only Kirkenes, but also other places.
Very true.
And the first who feel the positive influence of development in the north are
the people.
People living in the region, not just coming for...
It's very true. So, Ambassador, I will leave it there. I will thank you for having led and brought a substantial Russian delegation to Arctic Frontiers, business people, policy people, and I know that's all very much appreciated by Arctic Frontier and all of us who are here. Thank you, Ambassador.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.